Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Season 2 of Hell's Paradise, Episode 20. And now we cut to the next group that are battling, and that is of Gantetsu, aka the Blade Dragon, and Asuman Fuji. And, well, of course, also Toma as well as part of it, but then when after the last one, when he saw his brother was there trying to make him come over to their side, right? Which I knew they were going to portray the Tenzin because well, listen, I read some of it in the manga. So, but and I do like the fact the little signal they give to each other, like how like a Chobe, how he has this part of his hair that's braided right when it's not, which means he's lying, right? So I did like the little signal send off, right? And now they both are working together to fight the Tenzin. And I like the fact, and also the one thing I like is with the fight stuff. With when it comes to the action sequences, the animation is well done. Well, not only well done, but very slick and clean. And it is like when just the two brothers are just fighting one of the Tenzin. There's because like the one the Tenzin saying like they're like fighting as one person. And he said now you can see like a Toma, who was always like the because he was the younger brother of it. He was like he was kind of always scared. When he was a kid, he was always crying. Now he's proved basically more proved himself to his brother. He's not the same crybaby, scared little kid how he once was, right? And now he's like kind of has that same grin that now his older brother has now, grinning together like so. We're bandits. So and then just like how they were fighting, just fighting as like one person, like as the Tenzin was saying, just it was very slick, clean, and well done for the animation. So and then with the Gentetsu and Fuji find the female Tenzin, and of course Gentetsu, aka the Blade Dragon. It's like, oh wow, you're a perfect woman. If I beat you, I can be more famous. It'll be a profit. I can benefit from it. And they're trying to sense the Tao, right? Because trying to learn what. Well, again, Tensu, he was kind of like sleeping through the lessons that Shion was trying to teach them, right? And like it's like, oh yeah, this is all boring, basically. I mean, there was a point where he did dodge, where he did dodge an attack though, but he's like, oh, that was kind of a fluke though, right? You won't do it again, as the female Tenzin says so. And Fuji, um, well, because since they're invisible, since they're invisible attacks, they have to try to hone in their Tao and try to use the Tao against them. And I also like the fact that since the female Tenzin was saying that, hey, we've been here for 1,000 years. All this is kind of pointless. I'm just laughing, trying to keep me from going insane. I mean, because basically everything we're doing is pointless because it's been like 1,000 years. So he just says like, well, I'm just making myself laugh to keep me from going insane. And to Fuji, because he really because he's a guy who likes to dissect things, right? He's really anxious to see what her insides is. It's like because he's fascinated with dissecting things. And amidst all the battles going on, since they're both getting their butt kicked, right? Gentitsu, out of the fact that he goes and takes his left hand, which is now, since he lost his left hand, it's now a hook, right? He goes and he goes and pulls out his own eye. Really, so he take the hook of his eye to his eye and then just like pops it out like so. Because like he was remembering what Shion was saying about using your senses. Don't use your head. Sense of the reality of it is try to like instead of closing his eyes though, but still he goes and rips out his own eye. I'm like, damn, this guy is badass. He's willing to pull out his I just to sense the Tao. I mean, jeez, man. I mean, I like Gentetsu, aka the Blade Dragon. He was sorry, I'm trying to clear my throat here. Gentetsu, he's definitely one of my favorite characters of the series. I like him. I can tell he's always such a badass with his sword and all this stuff though, and just he goes and pulls out his own freaking eyeball, it just pops out. That's just another level of badassery. And when he does, he's and he once he does he see like how would they showcase how uh, all the time they when they show a silhouette of a person by that how the silhouette of the Tao and the silhouette of their figure, right? Well, he does now see the Tao all together now, so he grabs Fuchi. He's dodging all the attacks now, and basically landing more strikes and make basically landing another strike, and just like now he's very getting very excited now. He knows he's having fun now. So he's just so having fun trying to take down this one enemy. I just even Fuchi was trying to give him confidence because you know what, awesome or criminal or not, we're both human. We're made of flesh, blood, and bone. We're all the same because we're both human, criminal or Asaimon. Even though we're not friends, we're still human though, working together. And that kind of gave him gave him a boot of confidence, even in himself, because it's like just how tough they are. We're gonna prevail this. So, and I like that. So probably by the next episode. So basically, since the last episode we got was a fight with Gabimaru and Yuzuriha, and we got a fight with Toma, Chobe, Gentetsu, and Fuji. Now probably maybe the next episode we'll see now, because now the other group that's separated is with Shion and Nurugai fighting the one Tensen that killed Tenza to avenge him. So because I like to see more what Shion does, because I like Shion. In season 1, he kicked ass. For a blonde guy, he kicked ass. Especially when especially the finale when he took out the one Tensen, right, holding out on his own. I liked Shion, definitely another favorite character of mine. So maybe the next episode is gonna focus on those two fighting their battles now. And so, but while that's going on, of course, the new party is the next party is not that far behind. So, but overall, yeah, this is another great episode. Just like it's now when the Toma has basically has proved himself to his brother. Because he was even smiling the way his brother smiling, with the jagged teeth, right? So now he's become more like his brother, smiling like his brother, and proving like his brother. And and also now with Gentetsu, just goes and rips out his own eyeball out just to sense the Tao, instead of just closing his eyes though, but still he takes it to the next level, just goes and rips out his own eye. I'm like, jeez, man. I mean, this is more why I love this series so much. It just season 1 was great, it was awesome, but season 2 has been just take up to the next level, of craziness, definitely. And so that's why I say Hell's Paradise has been one of my favorite anime shows I've seen the past couple of years. Along with with Kaiju number 8 and Solo Leveling, and as far as action series goes, because to me, I put it right up there with Kaiju number 8 and Solo Leveling, etc. But yeah, I love the series, so I'm looking forward to see the next episode. So just maybe the next battle is gonna focus on Shion and Nurugai now. So, but just popped it right out. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you next time. Later.